The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Hey, greetings, everybody. Welcome to the IWK 710 Daily Sesh with us, joint host Hobbies Puppets. Tonight, we have musical guests from Lightning in a Bottle Records label here in New Orleans, Frenchie Mo.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, everyone. So Frenchie Mo, as you guys know, we have been playing her music throughout the different days and weeks and months now, since we're like around Mardi Gras time, huh?
Yeah, you guys like the Mardi Gras songs. I know that.
Yeah, we do. And we were talking in the studio in the backstage, and your accent, we commented on your accent. Do you remember how you were?
Yeah, you were like, are you really French? I'm like, yeah, what do you think? You know, Frenchy Mo. But yeah, Todd was surprised. He was like, really? Are you French? Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
You bet you're behind, I am.
Right. Well, and you don't find it here. You hear it. People talk it. We eat the foods, and I don't meet many French women with great, vibrant blues sounds of your voice, and that voice you do have. So, how many years have you been a musician?
Oh gosh, I would say over 25. I started in my teens. I guess the first paid gig, I was probably like 15. And I don't know that I should tell you how old I am now, because I want to leave the mystery out there. But yeah, it's been 20 plus years, yeah.
20 plus years as a musician. And so, are you happy where you're at as a musician?
I'm a blue collar musician, meaning I have a job, I provide for my daughter. I have an 11-year-old. So but that's the blues. You work hard all week, and then you play your music on the weekend. It's the blues wasn't born, it was born out of slavery. So hard work, and those are the things I'm dealing with right now. And maybe one day I'll be able to quit my job and just do music, but we're not there yet. And there's getting with Lightning in a Bottle Records is a big step up to something else, so we'll see.
Right. It opens your door to the Pacific West Decade Blues Association.
Right.
And I mean, we had Timmer on here. He was talking about this kick-ass program where like legends come talk to you, you guys play, kind of like what happens down here in New Orleans, where when the legends come out and you're playing, having a great show, playing music, and it's just, it keeps the vibe alive. It keeps the newer musicians feeling that. I mean, it like opens this door and says, "Hey, dude, I respect you as a musician."
Yeah, I mean, New Orleans has so many different cliques. To be honest with you, I'm not in. I'm on the outskirt. I'm on the outskirt, and I'm really excited to branch out with other states and what Timur is doing up there on Portland. I really can't wait to go up there and be part of that. Hopefully, at some point in the future. I record here in New Orleans, and that's a big chance to be able to use musicians. We have a wide array of really talented musicians here. I'm not always part of the scene here in New Orleans because it's extremely competitive, and you have to be out there every night. Obviously, I have a job, I have a child. I'm at my own pace,
Right. So, have you met Gemini Dragon? And
No,
Christian
I haven't
Simeon
met
yet?
them yet. So I don't know if you know that, they're in Thibodeau.
Yep.
So that's what, an hour from New Orleans?
Yeah, about an hour, 15 minutes. Yeah, give or take.
Have you met them?
I have not. I've had them on the show, but I haven't like hung out.
Yeah, well, we need to get all together. Yeah, we need to.
I agree. I thought about it. We talked about to Timmer of if we could help get the artists here in New Orleans and shows across the state and start getting the name out a little more on that, and like even like trying to meet people just here in the city. And it's all about getting the musicians out. And do you have a demographic of marketing of people and listeners you're reaching for?
Yes and no. I just we go with the flow with who we touch with the music. You might think, of course, the blues, it appeals more to older people or middle age at this point. But I'll tell you what, I think it's changing and it's evolving. There's this young man coming from northern Louisiana. I think he comes from somewhere close to Shreveport. His name is Dickie Harrell. I don't know if you heard of him. He's like 20-something, and he's the new blues sensation. And he sounds a lot like B.B. King. And he's just so refreshing. It's like, okay, there's hope for the genre because we have some young people that are coming out on the scene. And so, anything's possible at this point, I think, I think young people might get back into the blues. Anything's possible.
They are.
I choose to see it that way. I choose to see the hope.
Well, right. Well, and it is. It's so. What do blues mean to you? There's not a lot of female singers I know myself as a puppet, but what do blues mean to you as a female?
First of all, there's a lot of female vocalists out there now. There's way more and more female guitar players. Which is really cool because for a long time, guitar and a lot of instruments were a male thing. Uh-huh. And now the doors are opening for us women to do anything we want to do. And I could name you a bunch of, new female guitar players out there. But you know what? I like the angle that you're asking me how it feels to be a female musician and all that. But at the end of the day, I want to be just as good as any dude doing this genre. I don't want to be treated differently. I don't want to be better. I just want to be equal,
Right. That was gearing towards my next question. So when you're out there and you're performing, I assume you feel you're going to exceed more live than in a studio, or where do you feel you shine more?
I like both. So I like both. There's this thing that happens when I play live to people. It's like everything else stops. The world stops, time stops. And the goal, whether you're a blues artist or I guess any kind of artist, is you want to make them feel something.
Yeah.
So that's the goal. And to me, it's like, it's not about us being the middle of everything. We're just like a medium for something. We're like, we're a connection to something else. I mean, I don't know if you believe in a higher power. I do. I think we're the connection to that, to something spiritual, and that's the way I see music.
Okay. And so this is how all this is geared. So that being said, while you're in the studios and or if you're live on stage and you're seeing yourself setting up to the point to where you're getting these respect from either female or male vocalists and people that have, I guess, in a way, sweat and blood to the music for that, and you start gaining those recognitions with your bars. I mean, how does that make you feel as an artist? I mean, are you fed off of that? Does that help you like go and make another album, go make another song? Like,
I'm not. I hope I get your question here. We feed off the recognition. We need some type of recognition to be able to keep going and be motivated. That's the 101 of being an artist. We want to be recognized. We want to be loved. But then I think we got to remember it's not all about that. We also play for ourselves. Like, we need to be able to be at our house with nobody and just playing our instrument and gaining something from that too. Like, it can't all be about, pleasing other people or getting a response. Sometimes it's just like prayer, it's a ritual,
Right. And speaking of rituals, it is 7:10. If you consumed the medication of the cannabis, please take this time as we entertain you more with Frenchie Moore. Would you like to, I guess, play a song for us?
Sure, I can do that.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Oh wow, man! So we have a puppet, and his name's Mr. Foot at our house. He's our roommate.
Okay.
And Mr. Foot and Johnny Wheels gonna teach him how to play harmonica, and all I could think of is like down the road, and I was just like, oh man, that song is great. So, is that a song you accompanied by yourself, like just how you played it, or when you put it off of the studio? Or
no, that's something I do on my own. And to be honest with you, I'm not a musician. I don't play on my own very often. Uh-huh. I'm not a musician that does a lot of solo stuff. I tried for a while during COVID, but I really like to feed off other musicians. So I have two projects. I have the full band where I play electric guitar, which is a lot of funky and rhythm and blues stuff, even though it's still blues. So that's the band. That's like a 4-piece band. And then I do a lot of things with my partner in life, Scott Perot, who's a pianist. And we have a duet going on, and that's where I play the acoustic guitar, like this one. And even even when I just do the duet, it's a whole different thing because he plays the bass line on the piano, and that allows me to solo on the guitar.
Okay.
Like if I play on my own, can't do a whole lot of solo because I have nobody holding the bass line and the beat.
Yeah.
So I'm somebody who likes to be at least playing with another person, or more. That's my personality as a musician. I'm like a team player.
Right. No, I get it, dude. It's oh man, your music. Okay, so I don't think I uploaded it on this. Oh, actually, it's is he on the Mardi Gras with you?
Yes. Scott Perot. He's on the. If you show me your playlist, I'll tell you which one he's on. We did a duet album last year, so you may have that. Let me see what you got.
I think I have you from there all the way down here. I accidentally took Mardi Gras off of there. Oh yeah.
Oh, he was on that, right? He was on that. Yeah, I don't see. This is all the band stuff, but that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, this is all the band stuff on here.
Yes, this is all band stuff. But
oh, sweet. So we'll play some of that, and she's been enchanting us with her acoustic music as well. What a great show we're going to still have. I got great more questions for you. Oh man. So when your mindset, when you sit and you're playing, are you going back to when you wrote the song? Are you in different places from certain songs?
To be honest with you, I don't always do originals. I do a lot of covered material, but from the blues tradition, and because it's a tradition, we are pretty much encouraged to take material from other blues players and make it our own, whether it's like old stuff from 100 years ago or it's stuff from 30 years ago. I think this is part of being a blues musician is we'll share those tunes and make them ours. And I think this is probably where I do my best work is arranging things my way. I do write some songs, but not that many these days. I really love rearranging stuff,
Okay.
But I see you have one of my original in there. At least I see Gator Bags of Beaver. Yeah. So,
yeah, we like that. Oh man, my mind just kind of poof because I'm like enchanted by your guitar, your beauty, and all that.
Thank you, Todd. I feel like I'm on Sesame Street for adults. And my kid used to watch Sesame Street when she was little, and they've had awesome musicians on that show. They've had everybody. They had, I remember that episode when they had the Neville brothers on Sesame Street. That was awesome.
Oh, right, right. No, I get it. Now that I think of it, yeah, it is kind of.
But the good thing is, I don't have to create a song for kids with your puppet right now.
No, not at all. And in fact, this is a place where people could come as they're adulting.
Right, they're adulting right now. Yeah. They're relaxing adulting. I love that.
Yeah, and so when you do play out. Now here in New Orleans, are you booking in all ages shows? Are you doing just like taverns, concerts, or how is that?
Well, lately we have like a monthly show in Araby, Louisiana. That's just right outside of New Orleans. It's really not far from the French Quarter and all that. And that's an all ages show. We do that once a month. It's in a record store, so it's a vinyl store that also sells books, and it's also a listening room. It's a great little room. It used to be a lighthouse. That's why it's called the Old Araby Lighthouse. And so every first Sunday of the month in the afternoon, we bring the acoustic trio. There's no cover, and anybody of any age can come and listen to us playing. And this is really a really nice gig,
Okay.
But I do. I've done bars and clubs and all that. It's just really nice sometimes to have gigs where I can take my daughter with me and she sees what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then this fall, it's not announced yet, so I'm not gonna give all details, but it's gonna be announced. And we're gonna be in a pretty big festival in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Ooh.
So we go up there too, and I'm really looking forward to that because actually, you know, it's sort of like there's New Orleans and there's, of course, all kinds of amazing things.
Yep.
But like I said, it's really competitive, and you have to have connections, and there's different cliques and all that. And then there's the rest of Louisiana, and most people discount what goes on in the rest of the state. And truthfully, there are some good things happening in the rest of the state too. You know, like when we go to northern Louisiana, we go to Shreveport and play there just about every year. We get awesome responses from the people there too. So that's what I'm, you know, if I have anything to say, would be like, don't forget the rest of the state. There are good things happening, and places where it's sort of like a music desert, some places in the state, and people are really welcoming music because they don't have shows everywhere all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
And when I was like about 12 years old, my main mentor, his name was Victor Brox. He was an English blues man. He passed on. But I remember him telling me, you know, one thing if you go into the blues is you're going to have to spread the music everywhere you can. You know, and one day you'll have a packed house and a full audience. Another day you'll have a few people. But he told me you're going to have to just keep going and play all those different places and keep spreading the music. And it's not always easy, but this is kind of like being a blues musician. It's not full-on success every day. You know, let's just put it that way.
Right.
Yeah, it's a journey. You know?
Right. Oh, man, it's... Well, right. I see so many people like make it, not make it. It's I don't know. It's I always feel like it's a lottery in a way.
Right, but you know, it's not like doing pop music. My point is, there's a higher calling doing blues music. At least that's what I think. If you want the most money and the most fame, I would say to anybody watching us right now, don't go into blues if you want the most money and the most fame, because it's about something higher than that. And you know, throughout history, all the blues artists they all had ups and downs. And this is, you know, you have to stay true to yourself, whether you're successful that year or you're not, you know.
Happy 420, everyone. We're 2 minutes in. But hey, you know, not everybody's perfect. And if you are going into music to be popular, then don't do it, dude. Just like sing in the shower, man, and be popular.
Thank you,
yourself.
Todd.
Yeah, well, you know, I have this thing, dude. Like people doing shit just to be known, man. I want to give them hugs.
You know what? This is the time we live in. Everybody wants fame, and it's really sad. I think it's really sad, you know.
Right. Well, and but it's I get it. I'm on a show. Hey, look at me.
Well, I have a feeling you're not just doing this for fame.
No, not at all. I did it to make myself laugh. I did it to instruct myself, be responsible. Yeah,
and you get to meet cool people. Right?
Yeah, and cool people, and that's just it, man. It's I don't have to. I listen to a lot of kick-ass music when I'm around people, you know, and it's shit that they made. It's stuff they made, and or it's stuff somebody else made. And they have a rendition into it that just has a flavor. And that's why I like your voice. So, and that brings me back to your origin. So, as a French woman, are you like American or French and just the thick accent?
I was born in France and I was raised in France, and I moved to the States when I was like 19 years old. And today I am blessed enough to be have both nationalities. I am French and I'm also American, you know, legally speaking. And people ask me that all the time. Do you feel more French? Do you feel more American? As you can hear, I can't get away from my accent, but maybe it's a good thing. It reminds me where I'm from. But, you know, if I didn't love America, I wouldn't be here. So it's like everywhere. There's pros and cons. But it's been my home for so many years. I don't picture going back to France and you know, ever. I just been here and I see the potential, and you know, I love the people, and you know, it's really two different cultures, but at the same time, you know what? There's pros and cons everywhere.
Well,
so there's no place that's perfect. So yeah, I guess just call me Franco-American.
So, with your vibrant accented blues twist, is there anything where you experiment with blues? Anything you're trying out in songs when you?
So we've done a couple tunes in the past, and even stuff we recorded in French.
Okay.
And I'm being asked all the time, and at some point I am gonna have to do more in French. The trick about that is like, if you do an album, let's say completely in French, it will have some play in Louisiana, but maybe not the rest of the country. So it's like a real dilemma. But we had this album a few years back where I put a couple songs in French. I don't know if you ever heard them. And I want to do it again. And I'm pretty tight with one of the Zydeco players here in New Orleans that we're really lucky to have. His name is Sunpie Barnes.
Oh.
So I don't know if you heard of him, but we sung a song together where he was playing his accordion, and we recorded that a couple of years ago. And every time I see him, I mean, I don't run into him all the time, but when I do, we always say, hey, one day we're going to do something in French. We have to. We just have to for the culture. We just got to do it for the culture.
Right.
The thing, too, is, you know, he speaks Creole French and Cajun French, and I speak, you know, French. So I speak clean, you know, and a lot of people don't understand. You can't just convert like that. Like, you know, there are things in Creole and Cajun that I understand, and there are things I don't.
Okay.
And same thing for them. There are things they understand with me speaking straight up French, and things they don't. So we would have to find like a middle, like, all right, well, I'm not gonna sing straight up in Creole and Cajun because I wasn't raised in that culture.
Okay.
We would have to, like, you know, put our heads together and find something in the middle, you know. Or maybe I sing in straight up French and they answer in Cajun, and we just, like, you know, we could do that. And then we'll get to it one day, you know. We'll get to it.
Do you have another song you'd like to play us
Sure.
before our break?
Sure. it's Trouble in Mind, and it's a traditional tune. It's probably over 100 years old.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Dang, that was good. I liked it. I love it. It was like do 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 do. Oh man.
So Todd, you like roots music then?
I do,
okay.
man. We were in Kentucky one time where they made like cannonballs, forced like a whole people, and us puppies walked in where these people slept at nights, and you could feel the just. I don't know, man. It was a vibe to be in there, and the people I was with at the tours broke into Amazing Grace, and it just echoed in that cavern. And they wanted us to feel what the people felt while they were going through the turmoil. And
that's deep.
I'll never forget that. It's that vibe, that culture, and we talked about it with other blues artists on the show. That when you perform, to portray that and still get that feeling and that sound. I mean, as an artist, regardless where you're at, if you're portraying that and you get that vibe out, I mean, that's blues.
Right. I see what you mean.
Yeah. So everybody staying here. We're gonna break to a commercial. We'll be back in 4 minutes and 20 seconds here on the Knock Network. And I just felt very spiritual for a second. It's like Mr. Hobbies over there is like I think he spilled water on himself.
Hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs.
Vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying off the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyndinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. NOSER Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine, and she is spreading that education across the North. Activism, referrals, resources, and more at NOSER. Don't be a jackass. Say no, sir, to propaganda with NOSER. Find them at www.nocer.ca.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com.
Dudes and dudettes, enjoy the show, man.
Rockin' back, we're here hanging out with Francie Mo. It's me for Stu because everybody else has a green light over here. So hi, I'm friend Jack.
Tell me your name again.
Poopat Stu.
Poopats too?
Yeah, so
Okay.
Somebody told me Poopat means prophet, and because I'm a groundhog, I'm a prophet. So prophets too. But I don't really want to tell people how to live the life or anything. I just kind of live my own way. I don't know. It sounds kind of sexy. Does it make me feel like I'm kind of sexy?
Yeah, sure. You're very special. I can tell already.
Thank you very much. Would you like to play another song for us?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay. Do you know what song you're gonna play us? You want to tell us at the end?
I'm gonna play something from Earl King, who's a New Orleans bluesman he started in the 50s, and he went on maybe 20 more years. Earl King, one of the most known bluesmen we have here in New Orleans as far as really, blues genre.
Holy cow!
People say that, but you just don't know what's in my heart and why I love you so. You got me flipping like a flag on a pole. So come on, baby, let the good time roll. Let the good time roll. Love is nice when it's understood. It's even easier when you're feeling good. I love for you and the tide that falls. So come on, baby, let the good time roll. Let the good time roll. People like to live in make-believe. They keep a lot of stuff up their sleeve. I love for you and the tide that falls. So come on, baby, let the good time roll. Let the good time roll. Let the good time roll. Let it roll. Come on, come on, come on. Let it roll. a good time roll.
Woo!
All right, that was Earl King. It's called Come On. I think Jimi Hendrix covered that, actually.
Oh, that was a good song. I have to go and do stuff.
Right. Oh, hello. Who's this? I see somebody I haven't met.
Yeah, so hi, my name is Mel. My name is Mel the Fun Guy. I'm
You're a
guy.
fun guy. I like that.
Yeah.
Can I shake your hand?
I would love to shake your hand.
All right, I'm Frenchie Mo.
Nice to meet you, Frenchie.
I try to be fun too. I do the best I can.
So, back to music.
Okay.
Is there anyone you really enjoy playing the most?
You mean like an artist?
Artists.
Oh gosh, there are so many. What can I say? I mean, I just played a song by Earl King. I really love Earl King. I've listened to so many blues, man, the past 20 years, or since I was a kid. I really started listening to blues. I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I was listening to Muddy Waters and Buddy Guy. You probably know Buddy Guy. You have to know Buddy Guy.
If I heard it, maybe. Buddy Guy. I'll let you know a secret. So us puppets started learning blues pretty much like besides the stuff we've heard or whatnot, but when we started playing Timmer and other legends and other people, that was our open the door to blues. So like, would you call us a blues virgin? I mean, is that such a thing? We're new to it. So
you're new to it. But you know what? I mean, if we want to go beyond blues, I have been very inspired by a lot of bands from the 70s too. I mean, Sly and the Family Stone, all kinds of artists from the funk, era. I'm a huge Prince fan. Who doesn't love Prince?
Woo! Yeah,
you love
Prince. Oh yeah. Yeah. I like it. It's but I like the funk.
I love the funk too, man.
I'm a funk guy because I mean funk guy, right? So you gotta shake
there
your
you go.
ass. You gotta shake.
It sounds like funk, yeah.
Yeah, funk.
So do you like Larry Graham, Bootsy Collins?
Again, I'm music. I'll shake my butt, but I couldn't tell you who's who.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, so I like music.
If we want to talk about New Orleans, okay, I'm a huge Dr. John fan. You gotta love Dr. John.
I don't know who Dr. John is.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am serious.
I mean, if you're a fun guy, you got to know Dr. John. He was really a fun guy too.
No, I'll have to listen to him. It's
yeah.
So artists that you've been playing and vibing with on stage, I mean, are there people that you felt was at your top of your career, like it was a miracle, like
that I got to play with?
Yeah.
Yes, but it's more local. You probably don't know Mel, who Coco Robbie Show is. He was a singer and a guitar player from here in New Orleans, and he passed away sadly in like 2011.
Oh.
But I listened to him when I was a kid because we had his albums in France.
Okay.
And he's got this really dark voice. I don't know how to describe him unless you hear him. And I really want you, Mel, to check him out. Coco Robbie Show from right here in New Orleans. And I got to meet him when I moved to New Orleans in 2011. And we got to collaborate and we recorded a song together and we became friends. And that really meant a lot. And then later on, one of my mentors musically was also Walter Wolfman Washington. But since it's only you and me right now, Mel,
yep.
I'll tell you something maybe not everybody knows. I share a daughter with Walter Wolfman. He also passed away, but I share a daughter with him, so we had a relationship and we share a child together. And now he passed on sadly, but his music still means a lot to me. It meant a lot to me, and it really changed the way I was seeing blues and funk and rhythm and blues. Before I knew Walter's music, I really thought that maybe you had to choose one genre. You had to either do funk, either do blues, either, and when I first discovered Walter's music and the way he was blending everything together, it made me realize I don't have to choose. Like today I'm playing some acoustic blues for you guys. If you ever see my electric show, I'll play something funky, and maybe one day I'll play something jazzy, and maybe I'll sing something soul, at some point. And yeah, so discovering Walter meant a whole lot, and also guitar-wise, because he had his own style, and his style was not perfect. And until I met him, I thought that everything you played, every note had to be perfect, and it really slowed me down to think that everything I had to do had to be perfect. And the way Walter was playing is he was choosing expression over perfection. In other words, if one note he would play, like if one note was less audible, anyway, he would, I don't have a good example right now, but he would go with it even if some notes you couldn't hear for the feel of it, And the truth is, to make people feel feelings and emotions, not everything you do has to be the best riff, the best technique ever. You just have to sometimes, bend strings and do things that make them feel stuff, like see, like holding notes like that.
Okay.
See, like holding notes and taking your time, and this is what real blues is about. And these days we have those players that play really fast and they like to shred, and nothing's wrong with it. I mean, if you want to shred, it's fun to watch sometimes. This is not the most emotion you're going to get out of a guitar, out of any instrument. You just have to take your time and let the instrument talk to you,
Oh, I do know.
Anyway,
when you play those, okay, that's the singing of the guitars, and for me, when I hear those, now the artist is attuned to his guitar, his vibe, or her vibe, her guitar, and now it's a part of the whole instrument harmonics of the presentation, and for me, it's when somebody starts going off and playing outside of a regular rhythm and feeling the vibe. To me, they're actually now growing seed, and they planted that seed. That music, I don't know how to explain it.
I think I know what you're saying. Like sometimes I'm playing a public show, and if the energy is right, something else take over, and I will do things that I haven't planned. And this is where it gets really good, where something takes over, and it's part of improvisation, but it's also feeling the vibe, and you will throw something that you haven't planned, and that's the magic of it, That's the magic of it.
It is the magic of it. So, I had a great show. I had a great time. Good. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much. And I hope you guys look me up online, and maybe I see you all at a show one day, or I would love that.
Is there anything you want the viewer or anybody watching to know about you before we close up the show? Or
I'm working on a new album, and it's gonna come out later this year, and I hope you guys check it out. And whoever you are, I wish you a lot of good things, and peace out.
Sweet. Well, you guys heard it. Thank you for watching IWK 710 Daily Sesh. I'm going to play one more song. It's going to be Gator Bags a Beaver, and then we'll go to the commercial. Thank you so much, Frenchie Bo, for coming on. And thank you, the viewer, and Kim Cooper for allowing us and watching the show. Oh, there it is.
Are we good?
You look so young, and the club is like a playground, and it makes me feel like a serial killer. If I can't change the way I feel, you better swim, swim, swim for your life. Water is deep, but I am deeper into you. You can spit all you want, you can pretend that you won't, just give it up before the gator bites the beaver. You better swim, swim, swim for your life. You better swim before the gator bites the beaver. You better swim, yeah, before the gator bites the beaver. 'Cause if I can't change the way I feel, you better swim, swim, swim for your life. If you don't want no hurting, babe, you gotta move a little deeper, hide a little deeper. Don't let the kitty get ya. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, move away, babe, before the gator bites the beaver. You don't want no hurting, boy.
hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set.
Smoke signals. Tyndinaga.
Smoke signals. Tyndinaga.
Smoke signals. Tyndinaga.
Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram.
Smoke signals.
Go ahead,
Tyndinaga.
hold it in, feel it in your wrist.
Smoke signals. Tyndinaga.
Check us out in Tyndinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.